Yeah, a tweaked version of the widely popular mobile game PUBG has run into some serious sharing and receiving data with servers based in China, Hong Kong, Moscow and the United States.
Reported on Wednesday, a 16-year-old boy shot his mother in Lucknow.
Mobile games have evolved tremendously from what they were a decade ago. Gone are those days when we used to enjoy games like Tetris and Snake 97. Now there are a wide array of games, from mind-engaging puzzles to fast-paced action-packed shooter games, all synchronized on the palm of our hands. Thanks to the technological advancement and data discovery operations in IT industry across the globe. But can we consider this as all boon, or we might have to become much more vigilant about what we can do on our smartphones, even if it is just an insignificant action like playing some normal games? Against the backdrop of privacy issues and data security, we witnessed removal of the popular games Battlegrounds Mobile India, which is known as BGMI, from Alphabet Incorporation's Google Play Store and Apple Incorporation's Mobile Store on 20th of July 2022. Hello everyone, I am Shalini and you are watching Voice Apart. Today I will explain how BGMI became the most popular game in India and then just got vanished, and what are the implications of this. So what is BGMI and why is the government trying to ban such games and applications? So firstly, we will start off with PUBG mobile game, on which BGMI is based, and evidently we will discuss more about this later in this video. So when PUBG Mobile was released on 19th of March 2018 on Android and subsequently on iOS, in 2017 the original PUBG game was made, and as an online multiplayer for computers, and after its grand success, the same was released for mobile interface as well. This game was developed by Lightspeed and Quantum Studio, which is basically a company that is subsidiary to the Tencent Games. Do keep this in mind because I will come back to this later on this video. Now, PUBG Mobile, which stands for Players Unknown Battlegrounds Mobile, is basically an online shooter multiplayer mobile game where the objective is to survive by killing other players until only you are left alive. This type of games fall under the umbrella of Battle Royale games. Just like its predecessor, which came out of PCs, this mobile game was also a huge success globally. The top-notch graphics and a very friendly user interface and gameplay made it popular amongst the youth and game communities as well. It soon became one of the most streamed and played mobile games online in India, and user base kept on rising day by day. As it started to become mainstream, some of the cyber citizens began to question about the servers on which the game was hosted and how this in-app purchases could lead to serious problems of data security. Not only this, the extreme violence and aggression that the game promoted was brought into the notice, and there were online forums and communities who have been vocal against such games. These forums criticized PUBG Mobile for promoting violence amongst children, and this fueled to the popularity of the games online. The question of violence soon turned into the question of data security, and the developers had no answers as to how this data is being leaked. So you must be wondering, what does the government mean when they say our data is at risk? And how come our data is no longer secure over such small games? So according to Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, these applications and games collect and store the data in surreptitious manner and then sell the data to the other foreign countries. To understand this statement more clearly, we shall look at how these apps and games stores their data. So essentially, they have multiple large-scale servers on which our personal data, like our email address that we use to register and connect to social media handles, cloud storage, contacts, documents, card details through which in-app purchases are being done are stored. These servers on which the data is being stored should be region specific and should not compromise the privacy of the registered user. However, as per the reports of IGN India, which claims that the servers are actually established in Beijing, which is the capital of China, and further stated that these servers are Tencent run Proxima beta servers, which is in Hong Kong, and Microsoft Azure servers, which is located in Moscow, US and Mumbai as well. Not only this, they also confirm their sources by using data packet sniffer apps. But what is data packet sniffer apps now? So basically, Packet Sniffer is an application software which helps in detecting and observing the flow of data which is across the network. IGN uses this technique to get a trail, or we can say the path, to the servers of China Mobile Communication Corporation, which is located in Beijing. Other servers were also spotted there, which includes QCloud and Anti-Cheat Expert, both of which again are the Tencent servers only. The data which was being transferred included the data from the game, but more importantly it had our device's data as well. This is all of the data which is present in our mobile phone, including our personal information and banking details as well, which we use through in-app purchases and registrations. Very smartly, they manipulated the public and government by mentioning that the data is being stored regionally on Mumbai servers, which was clearly mentioned on the Krafton's new BGMI terms of service page. But clearly we can see that it was not the case. The terms of service also cited that the company may transfer your data to other countries in order to meet the legal requirements. Some evidences were brought in light by similar online forums and administrations that Chinese applications have been stealing our data. So now the government and the Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology did their investigation and announced the ban of 59 applications including TikTok, ShareIt, Clash of Kings, Like, etc., which was on June 29, 2020. Following this ban, on 2nd of September 2020, PUBG Mobile was also banned from Google Play Store and iOS Store as well, on the grounds of violation of data privacy and security. So now the government strictly banned and removed more than 200 applications. What must catch our eye is that Tencent game and its another applications were banned too. Now fast forward to 10 months. BGMI was released on 2nd of July 2021 on Google Play Store and subsequently on iOS in August. This game is dot to dot similar to PUBG Mobile. It received scrutiny online and cyber citizens were quick to point out the loophole which was breached and criticized earlier. It also gained more than 100 million players within a year. But how was it possible that the same game was once again launched even after getting banned by the government? So here is the catch. BGMI is not made by Lightspeed and Quantum Studio, which were problematic in the first place, but it was developed by a South Korean company called Krafton. So games made in China were banned in India, but BGMI is a Korean game, so it was safe from government's special monitoring. Not only this, Krafton had also made some changes in the privacy policies of the game and in-app purchases to conform to the guidelines which is being issued by IT Ministry and Government of India. Similar to the response that PUBG received, BGMI also became an instant hit and the users simply shifted from BGMI to PUBG because the game was ditto to each other. But this is not where the rabbit hole ends. A year later from its launch, BGMI is now vanished from the Play Store and iOS Store as well. The reason being some of the revelations coming through. And here are they. Remember Lightspeed and Quantum Studio, the developers of PUBG Mobile? They are the subsidiary of Tencent Games. Krafton, which is even though a South Korean company, but it has its stake roughly about 13.5% diluted to one of the Chinese company. And the name of the company is Tencent Games. Yes, a significant portion of the stake of Krafton is owned by Tencent Games, the same company which supervised the development of PUBG Mobile via its subsidiary Lightspeed and Quantum Studio. In year 2018, Krafton was then just a publisher for Lightspeed and Quantum Studio who were responsible for making PUBG Mobile. So Tencent allowed Krafton to get intellectual property rights of the game from Lightspeed and Quantum Studio. Tencent owned both the companies, basically BGMI and PUBG Mobile with a different name. Krafton has openly admitted that they are involved in sharing data outside the country with some third parties. But they clearly asked for user consent for data transfer from the accounts registered with PUBG Mobile Global. When you try to migrate data from your PUBG Mobile account to Battlegrounds Mobile India, that is BGMI, you see a disclaimer that you have to accept the terms and conditions and privacy policies of the application. Now interestingly, the company which is supposed to handle the user data transfer policies and data servers is Proxima Beta Pte Limited, which is based in Singapore and is owned by Tencent Games. Yet again we see Tencent game in this story. Now friends, Krafton has played with its privacy policies very cleverly that they claim that they did not share any of the user data in violation of the privacy policy which regulate the game. But the privacy policy of Krafton is the catch here. The company clearly says that it may transfer your data to other countries and or regions to operate the game service and or to meet the legal requirements. But in the next line, Krafton has assured that in case of data transfer to other countries, the company will take steps to ensure that your information receives the same level of protection as if it remained in India. Now the question over here is, why would a state-owned telecom company would act as a server warehouse for a game? This is where our suspicions lie. Neither the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology nor Krafton have given official statement on the game being removed from the stores online. One of the game developers from Krafton, however, has expressed that they are trying to clarify and get in touch with both Play Store and iOS Store regarding this matter. It is a huge blow to the developers as this removal cum ban came because of the link of Krafton that with Chinese company Tencent game who have been allegedly involved in unauthorized data migration. A major media company Talk Esport, who cover mostly news around e-gaming, released a statement suggesting Krafton will soon set up a meet with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to try and resolve this issue. All of this fiasco leaves us with a question to ponder about the future of e-gaming in India. We have seen the rise of online gaming and it became a profession as well. The ban on global games are a direct setback to professional gamers and streamers. Fans of the game are saddened by this abrupt removal and are waiting for official government statements. In addition to that, the dilemma of kids showcasing abnormal behavior due to such games, we come across multiple instances where underage children get involved in aggressive, violent behaviors. Having said all of this, the main crossroad that we stand upon is allowing such tech giants to function in our domestic market without worrying about getting our privacy policy breached. NGOs like Prahar have also been vocal about the similarity between the PUBG Mobile and the BGMI for some time now. They have been writing letters to the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology about this since February of this year, when the ministry overlooked BGMI but banned 54 other apps. Because at the end of the day, if our personal data is compromised to a foreign country like China, who are notoriously famous for trapping countries and gaining control evidently from Shanghai's League, we can understand how China has handover over other countries when it comes to extreme surveillance. We don't know how much of the data is already with China and what it is planning to do with it. From national security to geopolitical harmony, all are at risk. So what are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much.